We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with NNDM Nano Dimensions, and it continues to fight to stay above the 280s, and here in the after hours trying to break out through that resistance of the 290s. And it wasn't the only stock experiencing volatility. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY buy sent out a bear indicator at 7:45 a.m. and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 400% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with NNDM Nano Dimensions continuing to fight to hold support, and we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run idea was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run idea was from our Netflix spot. Our Netflix spot sent out a bear indicator at 8:30 a.m. and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see, they're popping up within the screen, within the options chain. Some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with NNDM Nano Dimensions doing a full transition from the rip area yesterday up here at the 306 area all the way down to red bars today. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with NNDM stock under a bear indicator at the 296 area, and outflows had crossed over in the second half of the day of yesterday, and we talked about this divergence with a bull indicator here at 289 and outflows crossing over, and I was going to watch that carefully. Outflows continue to dominate and rejected here near the midpoint in the pre-market, pull further away from it, hitting outflows here of negative 0.16, and a bear indicator popping up at 296 and coming down to the support here of 280, bouncing off of it, and now it's trying to break back out in the after hours with the inflows back over and over 290. This is going to be critical and crucial to not ignore going into tomorrow. Will these inflows continue? It's going to be critical for it to continue pushing up, to continue possibly reflecting any further strength into these charts and canceling out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. And we're going to break it all down in today's video. what key levels I would watch. Now, the first thing is the 30-minute, the inflows cross back over. They need to continue pushing up. But not only that, also here on the 1 hour, outflows have crossed here in the pre-market. Bear indicator popped up at 292. And here it is fighting, trying to come back up towards 290. And outflows are sitting sideways. But they're dominating, right? We're below the midpoint. And if this goes ahead and pulls further downwards, it could quickly start to reflect any further weakness into these charts. And that's something to not ignore and overlook here in the bigger picture. And we have a bear indicator here canceling out the bull indicator from yesterday. Now, if there's going to be any further strength to the upside and possibility of canceling out this bear indicator, it's going to be crucial for these inflows to pick up, switch from red to green, cross the midpoint, and pull away from it to the upside to start possibly reflecting that strength into these charts and retesting key resistance levels. So something to not ignore going into tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be watching there on the 1 hour. Now, in the volatility, we could see here how the inflow versus outflow has been fighting, and you could see the outflows dominating at the bell. You could see it pulling downwards away from it. Bear indicator up here at 296. Big drop here. Full transition from the rip area to the dip area, as I call it on 42 vision, from bright green bars to white with red borders. And now here in the after hours, you can see it there in the middle of the day. Inflows picked up, bull indicator popped up, and so far a transition from the dip area to dark green bars. And the last piece missing, as you see here in this example, what comes after dark green bars? Bright green bars if the strength continues. And it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to go from red to green and pull away from the midpoint to the upside to possibly reflect any further strength here in the volatility of the 15-minute. I'm going to be watching that very closely going into tomorrow, as it's really close to the midpoint here and just crossed over in today's volatility. And now you could see that bear indicator popping up, and it's really close there to the midpoint, and that is something to not ignore. Now let's talk about the key levels I would watch. The first thing is support, guys. 280 is a critical support level here in the history of the chart, and in today's volatility it bounced off of it. If that gets broken through, I'll be watching if these outflows continue to dominate, crossing back down to the downside on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute, and not allowing the 1 hour to push up any higher. If not, continuing below the midpoint. And if that happens, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And the next support I'll be watching below the 280s is the 270 area, and then below that comes the 250, guys. Those are the support levels I'll be watching to the downside. To the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to continue pushing up higher. Try to bring the 1 hour with it to the upside, switching from red to green, canceling out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator as that strength starts to reflect into these charts and retest those key resistance levels. And on the 15-minute, it's going to be crucial for those inflows to pick up and go ahead and switch from red to green, hold this bull indicator true, and retest the key resistance levels within the charts. And the first resistance is $3, guys. Not that far away from where this bear indicator popped up. And then the next resistance I'll be watching is 310. And above that comes the 315 to 320 area. I'll be watching these inflows very carefully. And these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflow is going to be critical as it's crossed back over here on the 30-minute. And if it continues, it could start to reflect that strength into these charts, possibly cancel out this bear indicator. And if the 15-minute can continue pushing up, it's going to be crucial as well, as a bull indicator has popped up here in the after hours. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.